Good morning, Plymouth North. As we approach the halfway mark of the school year, there's a lot to catch up on.
First, we will see the ways that community charities are giving back during this holiday season.
Then, we will focus on local elementary schools' future broadcasters with the help of EDTV.
And finally, we will uncover Plymouth North's students' very own baking successes. Get ready, Plymouth North.
It's time for PNN. Welcome to the third episode of PNN. I'm Maggie Kuzman.
And I'm Bella Tassinari. We're so excited to continue to bring you all the local news around Plymouth.
I'm sure you know the holidays are right around the corner.
The Salvation Army spreads cheer to families in need each season. Gabby and Nyla give us all the details behind the organization.
Many celebrate the holidays amongst family and friends, giving gifts and eating delicious foods, while the less fortunate do not have these same opportunities. However, groups such as the Salvation Army make it possible for everyone to have a joyful holiday by giving back this season. But what does the Salvation Army actually do? The Salvation Army is the largest non-profit organization in the United States, serving 32 million people nationwide. They participate in multiple efforts to help families in our community, whether it's foods, houseware, rehabilitation, or toys and clothes. The Salvation Army in Plymouth explains their efforts for this holiday season.
We have an angel tree program where families can come in and they fill out an application and we can provide them with Christmas dinner. Plus, on the angel tree tags, they get to choose 3 toys for their children, or if they need clothing or something like that, we write those down on the tags, and then our good community friends go out and they will take a tag and they'll go shopping for that child. And then they bring them back here unwrapped, and we make sure when our distribution happens that they get those toys. They have a great Christmas dinner and they can go home and have Christmas. If you see those angel tree tags, grab one, because you can make a difference in a child's life, and then bring those unwrapped toys to us and we'll make sure they get to the family.
In the community, we offer people assistance with toys and food.
So through the help of the community, it enables us to be able to help more in the community. So no child will be without, not in our building.
Locally owned businesses are coming together to support the Salvation Army in their efforts this holiday season.
I've been involved with the Salvation Army for the past about 10 or 12 years, mostly around Thanksgiving and Christmas, and mostly helping out in raising money for food donations for the food pantry, Thanksgiving meals, Christmas presents for the kids, and Christmas dinners for the people that the less fortunate that don't have the ability to provide a full meal for their family. I'm a volunteer for the Salvation Army, and I partner with them by doing a couple of things. I allow them to come in today, the day before Thanksgiving, with the Red Kettle campaign, because we know it's one of our busiest days of the year. We get 300 or 400 people walking through the doors. It's a good chance for them to raise money. Like today, I matched the first $1,000 that's raised by the Red Kettle volunteers for the Salvation Army.
The Salvation Army makes it easy for everyday citizens to make a change in their community. Don't be afraid to reach out and get involved. We're so happy to see such seemingly ordinary faces do such extraordinary things, not just this holiday season, but year-round. Reporting for PNN, I'm Nyla LaVoy.
Thanks, Gabby and Nyla. As the school year progresses, elementary students have been hard at work, filming, editing, and reporting for their very own school news programs, just like PNN. Now, it's time to see what exactly they've been up to.
Plymouth North News is well known by students and faculty. Video production is a common interest, but age is not a factor. EDTV Kids has been working alongside elementary students for 9 years to give them a special program. EDTV Kids is provided for grade 5 students in all 8 elementary schools. Elementary video specialist Mrs. Mulvaney has been in this program for 9 years and travels to different elementary schools to help the young kids in their media journeys.
They are sponges. They're so eager to soak up everything that you teach them, and they a lot of times don't have the inhibitions that older kids have. So they're not as reluctant to put themselves out there. They're more willing to try things that are difficult and try things that are new. So it's a lot of fun working with this age group.
Working alongside Mrs. Mulvaney is Miss Soares. Enjoying her work, she has nothing but positive things to say.
They are highlighting the amazing things that are going on in all 8 of the elementary schools because there's a lot of schools and not a lot of us staff, so they are really the voices of their school.
Mr. Byrne, the director of EDTV, believes strongly in this program because of its importance.
Gives the students a voice, and sometimes that can be challenging. You know, it's challenging to stand in front of the camera and share your voice, or whether that's filming from a creative standpoint. That's also a big piece that we really like to push.
So first you brainstorm the ideas, think of who you're going to interview, you think of intro conclusion to your story.
How to work in a team, how do you work collaboratively, how do you problem solve when things don't go right, because we all know equipment does not always work the way we want it to.
You can't do everything on your own, because I thought that when I get into EdTV, I thought that I would just be able to do it all on my own.
At the end of the year, the Ellie's is held to recognize each school and its accomplishments.
Journalism is a team sport. So the Ellie's is when we bring kids from all 8 of our elementary schools to North and we celebrate what they've learned. And then we have an award show where we recognize each of the students and what they learned and their accomplishments, and we honor one of the stories from each of the schools as the story of the year that kind of demonstrates what they've learned throughout the course of the year, but also celebrates who they are as individuals as well. So it's a lot of fun.
Starting in the media world early is very beneficial if they choose to continue in the field. Some former EdTV Kids students are working in PNN right now. Many changes have been implemented since our time in the program. These young students have so much talent, and we can't wait to see what they do next. Tune in to EdTV Kids by looking up EdTV Kids on Vimeo. Reporting for PNN, I'm
Marla Harmon, Liliana Leandro,
and Annalise Lopes.
Thanks, Annalise and Ollie. I remember when I did EdTV, and I can't wait to see what these young journalists create. Next, Gabby and Sadie see what's behind the students at North who are not just baking dough, but are making dough, selling their baked goods to the school. Let's see what really goes into these delicious cookies and student-run businesses.
Chances are that you've seen these cookies being distributed around Plymouth North. Reminisce Cookies and Fuzz Cookie Co. are 2 student-owned businesses that are gaining popularity within the community. Although we know how good their cookies taste.
We love Fuzz!
Go buy Reminisce Cookies! Many students aren't aware of what it takes to be an entrepreneur. Michael Flaherty, owner of Fuzz Cookie Co., turned his passion into a profit.
I learned how to bake during the pandemic and COVID, and then it just kind of spiraled from there, and then I just realized I could be making money off from this. I thought it was a pretty good idea to sell cookies and other baked goods. I had my business since 2020, so going on 3 years now. But from starting it, it kind of was more family orders, but now it's kind of spiraling into more and more. So the connections are getting weaker to people I know. So I primarily sell cookies, but I don't stop there. I have cupcakes, I do cake pops and cakes. At school, my favorite one that goes fast is the Cookie Monster, the blue one with Oreos and Chips Ahoy, and then I would say the cinnamon roll. Those are my top 2.
However, Michael isn't the only student baker at Plymouth North. Amy and Sammy Chung launched Reminisce Cookies in March 2021. Since then, the 2 sisters have taken on different roles in their business.
My name is Amy Chung, and I'm the founder of Reminisce Cookies along with my sister Sammy Chung. So with the business, I do a lot of the baking things, and my weakness is more on the marketing. So I'll take the pictures, and then Sammy's strength is visuals. It's good to have a second pair of hands in the kitchen when we're in this business together. It's a lot of stuff just doing it alone. It's a lot of fun being able to do this with her because it brings us together as sisters.
These cookies took about 10 minutes to bake in the oven, but it takes much longer to start a business.
Anyone can become an entrepreneur. It does require a lot of dedication and hard work. You get to be your own boss, so you have to be responsible in delegating your tasks to yourself.
While Amy and Michael both use these skills, they use different marketing tactics to promote their business.
So Sammy and I run the Instagram where we do a lot of our marketing. That's our main platform. And so we post a lot of pictures of the cookies that we make, and we post a lot of pictures on our stories, letting people know that we have orders open and ready to be sold at school.
I started first using Instagram. I think that was a good way to communicate. But then I'd focus on the website because for like older people, they don't really know how to work Instagram.
Now let's see what Plymouth North thinks of these student-made cookies.
Hey Sprout, what do you think about Fuzz Cookie Co?
I like Reminisce. They're magical. How about you?
Well, I give Fuzz Cookie Co. 10.
Reminisce cookies are delicious. Go buy Fuzz cookies. They are delicious.
I'm reminiscing about how much you should go buy Reminisce cookies.
Buy Fuzz Cookie Co.
Go buy Reminisce cookies.
Every entrepreneur needs to start somewhere, and these students just so happen to start in the kitchen. So the next time you bite into a cookie, think of where it came from and the hard work that went into it. Reporting from PNN, I am Gabby Lopes.
Wow, I could definitely use a cookie after that.
Me too.
Who knew it could be so much work?
It's always so much fun during the holidays, though. Now, let's hear from Simon and Nicole as they investigate what's really stealing our trees this holiday. And I'll give you a hint, it's not the Grinch.
For the past few years, the price of fresh Christmas trees has been steadily increasing. The reason? Human interference. Since the 1800s, experts have observed long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns known as climate change. Over time, it has been discovered that the reason for these fluctuations lies in man-made activities like generating power, manufacturing and consuming goods, and traveling. As these practices continue, the environment is put at risk.
Well, Plymouth is a coastal community, so over time, the models are showing that we'll have sea level rise because our ice coverage of our planet is melting. So then we also are dealing with a warming climate, which often sets the stage for things like drought. When you have drought, your plants are more susceptible to burning.
In March of 2023, a set of wildfires in Canada destroyed multiple evergreen reserves, killing thousands of pine trees normally distributed to local Christmas tree farms.
Between the fires, between the great drought that occurred, that farmers are seeing more difficulty with their trees. We've dramatically reduced our trees from, let's say 700 trees down to 200, because there is a finite number of tree farms that we can call on.
With a limited supply of materials, businesses are often forced to raise prices in order to remain profitable according to the laws of economics.
So price is included in the concept of supply and demand. So when the supply is decreased or scarcity and the demand is high, the price level is also increased. So it's basically kind of just a balancing act in order to keep customers satisfied while also gaining profit.
With rising prices, more consumers are opting for artificial Christmas trees this holiday season.
I feel like the ones that you go to tree farms and get, and even the ones they sell on the side of the road, they get very expensive. I feel like for the price of a artificial one, you're getting more for your dollar.
While cheap, artificial Christmas trees aren't an exact substitute for fresh trees. For this reason, we must be more diligent when interacting with our planet. Recycle paper, plastics, and other goods. Try to use reusable products whenever possible. Walk, bike, or carpool to school and work. The solutions are endless, but effort must be made.
Forests will grow back. It's called secondary succession, and they will come back. It will take some time, but these ecosystems will come back, slightly different, but they can come back.
For many, having a fresh Christmas tree is a fundamental part of the holiday season. To ensure that this tradition can be practiced for years to come, we must act on behalf of our planet. Reporting for PNN, I'm Nicole Reitel.
Thank you, Nicole and Simon.
There may be a Christmas tree shortage, but there's still plenty of mistletoe to hang.
And plenty of people you can wish to be under it.
Who are you wishing to be under it, Bella?
Timothy Chalamet. But more importantly, we asked you guys what celebrity you would want under the mistletoe.
Oh, what celebrity do I want to kiss under the mistletoe? Well, I think you have to think of Christmas movies. I'll go Will Ferrell.
Probably Will Ferrell.
I would kiss Zach Bryan. Justin Bieber.
I would smooch young Matt LeBlanc.
And I would smooch Drew Starkey.
Justin Bieber.
Elizabeth Olsen and Patrick Dempsey.
I would die a happy man if I could kiss Anna de Armas under the mistletoe.
I'd probably choose Madeline Klein.
I would love Justin Bieber to be my mistletoe. Theo James. Mitch Marner.
What celebrity do you want under the mistletoe, Tatum?
Jason Tatum, of course, obviously. Beautiful man, honestly. Jason Tatum, he's the GOAT. He's my GOAT.
I'm saying Chris Stapps.
Yeah.
What celebrity don't I want under the mistletoe? Madeline Klein and Drew Starkey and Harrison Ford.
I would want Ryan Gosling under my mistletoe. I would prefer Ryan Reynolds.
Billie Eilish.
Definitely Paul Mescal.
Jude Bellingham.
Dylan
O'Brien. Drew Starkey.
Michael Jackson.
Ryan Reynolds.
I'd have to pick Kelly Oubre Jr. His eyes are beautiful.
Joe Burrow. Jack Hughes. Chris Hemsworth.
Jason Tatum.
I would want LeBron James under the mistletoe. Same thing as him.
LeBron James.
I'll kiss my wife.
Bill Belichick.
All right, go ahead.
Kelly Oubre. Michael B. Jordan.
LeBron James.
I would kiss Dylan O'Brien from when he was in Maze Runner.
The person that I would kiss under the mistletoe is Zendaya, and everyone knows why. She's valid as hell. Ain't gonna lie.
I'm smooching Marva Penton.
I'm smooching Nick Bosa.
I'm smooching Drake.
Who would I kiss under the mistletoe is Ethan Dolan.
Ryan Reynolds, all the way.
So the dude we want to kiss under the mistletoe is Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, he's so hot.
If I were to kiss one celebrity under the mistletoe, it would have to be Ryan Reynolds. He's a beautiful man.
Paul Wesley.
Ariana Grande.
Mine would have to be Edelman, and I would have to say Michael B. Jordan.
I want to kiss Will Ferrell under the mistletoe.
Peter Millark from The Hunger Games.
Also known as Josh Hutcherson.
And in the Five Nights at Freddy's new movie.
All right, I'd like to kiss NBA YoungBoy under the mistletoe. I would kiss Megan Fox under the mistletoe.
What celebrity do I want to kiss under the mistletoe is the elite Kelsey, which is Jason Kelsey.
Paul Mescal from Normal People.
I actually have a beautiful girlfriend, so only her. James Whiting. One celebrity I'd like to kiss under the mistletoe would be Tom Holland, because he's the best Spider-Man and he's good looking.
A celebrity I would kiss is my glorious Pookie Bear LeBron James.
Those were all good answers.
You guys have good taste.
Before we say our goodbyes, there's some important news and notes for us to share.
Boys varsity hockey plays at Nauset Regional High School December 16th at 7:10 p.m. Be there for boys varsity basketball on December 19th at 6:30 as they take on Hingham in our very own court. Girls basketball plays South the 21st at Plymouth North, so make sure you go to support the Eagles.
And don't forget, winter break is coming up on December 23rd. Keep up with our Instagram to find out about Winter Spirit Week. Seniors, cap and gown payments are due Friday, December 22nd. The link can be found in the 2024 Google Classroom, and any questions can be answered by Miss Wolcott in room 331. Vecna is recruiting for Dungeons & Dragons Club. Join on Tuesdays from 2 to 4 p.m. And keep those thumbs rested because Game Club takes place on Thursdays from 2 to 4. That's all for news and notes.
Make sure you're following our Instagram at PNN.2024 to stay updated on the latest news.
Stay safe and warm over holiday break.
And thanks for watching PNN.
Go Eagles!
This is bad. Video production is I'm going this way, Ollie. I don't know this.
Hello.
And plenty of pip. Oh, are you getting a phone call?
Why was I out of breath? Okay, I'll stop. No, it's just funny. Ollie, it's like social distancing.
Because gameplays. All right.
Stay swarm.